Madhava Kunjayadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayadi Gopi Janava Girivarana Gopi Janava Girivarana Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tira Anatari Yamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjayadi Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yashodanandana Brajajanandana Yamuna Tira Anatari Yamuna Tira Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jayam Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parira Jagatacharya Stutarasita Sishimadhi Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Charya Jagat Guru Sisi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parira Jagatacharya Stutarasita Sishimadhi Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Guru Vaishnavrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Friends of Shri Krishna Chaitanya Lord Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda, Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath, Shama Kurata Kunta Giri Garavadam Ki, Vrindavandam Ki, Mathuradam Ki, Navadvip Maikudam Ki, Jagannath Puridam Ki, Jamuna Mai Ki, Ganges Mai Ki, Tulasi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Nitai Gauda Premanande, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gaur. Vishnu Hare Krishna Vijay Vishnu Devata Chita Master Krishna Parashiti Shri Kharagpur Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayasa Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sukhi Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanandana Salakaya Chakshuramitam Dena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Prabhakadamayam Dadati Swadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Prabhakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Purijama Saritam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Savaguna Lalita Sri Visakam Vikramstam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Vanchakal Tarubhyascha Pasundhyaya Vacha Patitanam Pavanyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5. Let us have these teachings. Text number 2. Mahadasya Swai Mahan Sevam Dharma Vimuktes Mahan Sevam Dharma Vimuktes Tamo Dharam Joshitam Sangi Sangam Tamo Dharam Joshitam Sangi Sangam Mahantiste Saman Chitta Prasata Mahantaste Saman Chitta Prasata Vimanyava Srihrita Sadhavayu Vimanyava Srihrita Sadhavayu Mahan Sivam Dvaram Vimukti Namo Dvaram Joshitam Sangi Sangam Mahantasti Sama Chitta Prasanta Vimanyava Srihrita Sadhavayu That is Antaste samatita sudha. Mahat Seva. Service to the spiritually advanced persons called Mahatmas. Dwaram, the way, Ahu, they say, Vimukte of liberation. Tamadvaram, the way to the dungeon of dark. The way to the dungeon of a dark, hellish condition of life. Yoshitam, of women. Sangi, of associates. Sangam, association. Mahantaha, highly advanced in spiritual understanding. Te, they, Sabachita, persons who see everyone in the spiritual identity. Prashanta, very peaceful, situated in Brahman, or Bhagavan, Vimanyava, without anger. One must distribute Krishna consciousness to persons who are hostile without becoming angry at them. Suhrida, well-wishers of everyone. Sadhava, qualified devotees without abominable behavior. Yea, they who. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. One can attain the path of liberation from material bondage only by rendering service to highly advanced spiritual personalities. These personalities are impersonalists and devotees. Whether one wants to merge into the Lord's existence or wants to associate with the personality of Godhead, one should render service to the Mahatmas. For those who are not interested in such activities, who associate with people fond of women and sex, the path to hell is wide open. The Mahatmas are equiposed. They do not see any difference between one living entity and another. They are very peaceful and are fully engaged in devotional service. They are devoid of anger and they work for the benefit of everyone. They do not behave in any abominable way. Such people are known as Mahatmas. Purport. The human body is like a junction. One may either take the path of liberation or the path leading to a hellish condition. How one can take these paths is described herein. On the path of liberation, one associates with Mahatmas, and on the path of bondage, one associates with those attached to sense gratification and women. There are two types of Mahatmas, the impersonalist and the devotee. Although their ultimate goal is different, the process of emancipation is almost the same. Both want eternal happiness. One seeks happiness in impersonal Brahman, and the other seeks happiness in the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as described in the first verse. Brahma Sokyam. Brahman means spiritual or eternal. Both the impersonalists and the devotees seek eternal blissful life. In any case, it is advised that one become perfect. In the words of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Amadhya 22.87, Alsa Sangha Tyaga Ye Vaishnava Achar, Stri Sangi Ekas Asadu Krishna Bhakta. To remain unattached to the modes of material nature, one should avoid associating with those who are asat, materialistic. There are two kinds of materialists. One is attached to women and sense gratification, and the other is simply a non-devotee. On the positive side is association with Mahatmas, and on the negative side is the avoidance of non-devotees and women hunters. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text number 2, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, entitled Lord Sabdev's Teachings. Hare Krishna. This slope, every line is independent. They're completely independent from each other. Because it is fully loaded, it has weight. Most of the slokas, they join together, they unite. But this slope is, every single line is independent, is separate. Valsevam Dwaram, Mahat Sevam. A service to a Mahatma is a gateway. There are so many gates in this world, varieties of gates in this world. And in every residential quarter, there's always a gate. But here, the Mahat Seva, the service to a Mahatma, it is not a gate leading to anywhere. The gate which is leading to Vimukta, Vimukti. Vimuktas are those who are liberated. The Vimuktas. The gate which is leading to liberation, eternal gate, which gives one permanent relief from material existence. This is the gate. The Mahantas, the Mahatmas, the proper translated it here in a very, very amazing way. Very amazing. Mahatma, Seva. Service to the spiritually advanced persons called the Mahatmas. That service, it is not otherwise. It is only service. Without service, one cannot please Mahatma. With whatever material facilities we have in this material world, a Mahatma can never be pleased by it. Why? They are all sources of destructions. Everything we pursue seriously in this world, every single thing, from the bottom to the topmost point of Brahma, All of them are sources of distractions. All. Call it opulence. We call it whatever. Opulence, or it is beauty, or it is renunciation, or power, strength, education. All are all sources of distractions. They are not desirables. They are not desirables. If you become an intelligent person, highly educated, who will be a companion? Who will be a companion? Highly educated with enormous knowledge. Who will be a companion? Who will be your associate, your companion, your best friend? False ego. This is false ego. That's a companion. That's the vehicle that you use to travel. False ego. We have so many. Forgotten Keshava Kashmir. He's a humble person. Prakasana Saraswati is a very humble person. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is a humble person. Are they humble? What is their vehicle? False ego. All of them derided Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Keshava Kashmir, Prakasana Saraswati, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. All of them derided Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, what made you to go and take sannyas? Who gave you the advice to go and take sannyas? You are disqualified in so many ways. One disqualification you have is that you're too young. You're a small boy. You're too inexperienced. This is a disqualification. You're talking to the Lord like this. Second disqualification, you're too handsome. This is disqualification for you. How will you handle this? The third disqualification is you're proud. Because you carry danda. Pride. How will you maintain this? Sit down, let me train you. Let me train you. Fourth disqualification, you took sannyas from Bharat. Low class. Low class. He is talking to the Lord like this. That's why Bhakti Prakasana Saraswati. Why this man is not behaving like a sannyasi? He's dancing in the street like ordinary people. He's not a speculator like us. He should come and sit down and speculate and suffer as you are suffering. But he's not doing that. He's just blissfully each other in the street. Come and join us so we can suffer together. That's why he was talking to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kesava Kashmir. When he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is that boy sitting there? So, my point. Oh, that boy of grammar. Just grammar. He doesn't know anything. He's a small boy. He did not offer obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord. He didn't offer obeisance. Why? He was traveling on elephant with thousands, like a village traveling. Kesava Kashmir. The whole village is traveling. Horses, elephant, chariot. The chariot to carry his books. And the servant. That is how he traveled. He didn't travel alone. Why? His position is a threat. He became a threat to those who have dedicated their life to studying the scriptures, which is a recommendation in the scriptures. To study the scriptures is an austerity. Krishna mentioned in chapter 4 Bhagavad Gita. Those who have taken to the scriptural injunction Keshav Kasni became a threat to them. So is that desirable? Was that desirable? No. No. Vidyadhara liberated. They had that from Bhagavatam, right? Vidyadhara. What's his problem? Vidyadhara. What was his problem? He got cursed by Angira Muni. What was his problem? Beauty. The pride. Angira Muni is ugly, bodily, so to say, about his body. But he's heavy. So Vidyadhara look at him, who is this? So he cursed him. Oh, you derided me because of beauty. Become a snake. His beauty didn't save him becoming a snake. The beauty did not save him. He became a snake and suffered for years before he got liberated by Krishna. Narada Muni, he became a Sudra. From what? Beauty. Beauty. Every single thing we struggle seriously to get in this material world, they are all undesirables because they bring a heavy contamination with it, which we celebrate every day and forget self-interest. What is this? Therefore, only service to Mahatma that is desirable in this world and beyond this world. It is only service. And even that service is qualified. It must be unmotivated, unadulterated service. What does it mean? It means a service that is rendered only to please the person who renders service. No motivation else, nothing else can motivate it. Selfless service. Selfless service can be done only by a person who is surrendered. A person who has desires cannot perform selfless service. A person with desires can never render selfless service. A person who has no desires only can render selfless service. And that selfless service will touch the heart of the Mahatma. And when the heart is touched by the quality of that selfless service, the Mahatma will give blessing to the devotee who renders such service. Then every misgiving on that soul is destroyed from the root. Right from the root. This is the secret. Service. Service is so important that that is the most important thing in this world, service. Do you see any relationship that exists without service in the middle? Any relationship, call it anything, any relationship. And the husband and wife, parent and the children, the student and teachers in school, master and the servant, guru, disciple. Do you see any relationship that is maintained without service? Any? No. That is how important the service is. That if you render service to anybody, that person is implicated. So a disciple renders service to a guru so that the guru will give blessing for the success of the disciple. That is how important service is. Even Ravana appreciated service. A demon. When he sent his spies to go and spy Lord Ramachandra, he was detected. They were detected. Vishan told them, see, those people coming from the sky, they're coming from my brother. They have already surveyed and studied everything about us. Get them arrested. because he's going to deliver the information to the master. They have not gotten here, but let me tell you, with the mystic power, they have already studied everything. We're in danger. You're going to fight with somebody who knows your weakness and strength. Will you succeed? You will not succeed. He knows your weakness. So he has prepared himself. He knows your strength. So he also prepared himself. You were a casualty. So Vivishan told Ramachandra, they have already studied everything about us. They know where we are weak. They know our strength. Let them be arrested. They were arrested. Ramachandra asked his perfect teacher, perfect king. He never ruled alone. Perfect king never rules alone. So he asked his cabinet members, or the cabinet members, like Sugriva, Dvivid, Mahinda, Jambavan. These are his cabinet members. He asked them. Hanuman also was there, but Hanuman was sitting back. Hanuman doesn't sit in the front. He sits behind. He asked them, so what do we do with our enemies? Servant who have discovered all our weakness, and they're going to give the detail to their master, whom we are preparing to fight with. So many proposals came, varieties of proposals. Okay. Ramachandra looked at all of them. Then he told him, see, we have no problem with the servant. But the servant has gotten all our weaknesses. You want to give to the master. So we don't have problem with them. We have problem with Ravana. Whatever they have studied, that is not the problem. Free them, let them go. They were so happy to see the magnanimous nature of Lord Ramachandra. They were so happy, and they are presented, and they were able to realize this is the supreme personality of Godhead. They win, that is their fortune. They win and saw the master. Ravana said, yes, tell me. You got everything? Say, yes, perfectly. We got everything. But we have a good news for you. Please, please, we beg you, our master, give Sita back to Ram, because he is the supreme personality of Godhead. You cannot kill him. He is, you say he's a helpless, unfortunate prince, but he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Most fortunate. Give back his wife and save our life. Ravana became very angry and he shouted, I spare your life because of the service you have rendered to me. That is the only reason why you are alive now. Because I remember the services you have rendered. But don't serve me again. Go away. Ravana, a demon, appreciated service. He banished those two spies who came to give him that good news, which was not the good news for him. Because in the whole life of Ravana, the only thing he did not remember is to give Sita back. That's what he doesn't. He remembered everything, but this point he can, because he's doomed to die. So a service to a Mahatma is our source of liberation. Nothing else. It's not by crossing the ocean of the Vedas. That is not the source. It's not by billions we give to the Guru. That can never help us. service that will please the spiritual master. Selfless service. It is the way for liberation. This is the gate for liberation. Express road for liberation. The second line is about the opposite. The opposite, which Prabhupada mentioned here also. Prabhupada mentioned the opposite. What is the opposite? Tamo Dwaram. Mahasevam is Dwaram. Tama is also Dwaram. Joshitam. Sangi. Sangha. Joshir Sangha. Joshir Sangha is what? Tamo Dwaram. A gate leading to hell. Joshit Sangha. Association with a woman and those who are attached to women. The two sides. So what is that? What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of association with women? Association is also very, very powerful. You cannot render service to a Mahatma without association. So association is very, very, very powerful because association can give us liberation and association can send us to hell. The same thing. We can go to hell. If the association is wrong, but we hear association with the women, you should understand what it means. Wrong association. It is wrong association. Association which is based on the body, it is wrong. It's wrong association. Association which is on the spiritual platform, it is bona fide association. That should be performed, should not be abandoned. We cannot do without association. After all, you are a sannyasi today, but before you became a sannyasi, you were lying in the womb of a woman. Is it not? Is it not association? Is it association or not? You were lying in the womb for 9 months. Is it not association? That is condemned. Eh? From now, I'm blocking my children from tree, not from women again. So I don't want to association. Only if it's a matrimony can do that. And that is not natural. You don't have a feeling. If you block children from tree, would I have feeling for you? Eh? Would I have feelings for you? It's mechanical. That's mechanical. But if it come biologically, there's a feeling. And that will bring attachment. Because the feeling is there. Pluck children from the tree. What feelings would you get from that? So bad association, a wrong association which is based on illicit dealings, that is bad association. It is wrong. One will go to hell for that. That is the way to hell. And also for those who are addicted to illicit connections, association with them is also dangerous. Not only direct association with those who have such association is also dangerous. So both should be given up. And bona fide associations should be maintained. We cannot do without association. We cannot with association. Even if you live alone in the forest, you'll be associating with your mind. Right? And the mind can uproot you from your meditation and force you to do unnecessary things. So bona fide association should be maintained. Then the third line, Krishna, Lord himself is talking. Mahanta says Samachita Prasanta. He is giving a perfect description of a Mahanta. What is the nature of a Mahanta? Prasanta. A Mahanta is Prasanta. He's not miserable. Papa said here. A Prasanta, very peaceful. Who is that person? Some tutor. Persons who see everyone in a spiritual identity. They see everyone equally. They don't see the body. So is that a Sangi? Is it a Sangi? Narada Muni kept Kayadu with him for how long? Thank you. Is that Sangi? Eh? Does he go to hell? We should see our scripture perfectly so we don't make mistake. We don't make unnecessary offense. Offenses or sins are committed through ignorance. It's on ignorance. An enlightened person does not commit a sin or offenses because he knows everything perfectly. Some are cheater, persons who see everyone in a spiritual identity. That's a Mahanta. A Mahanta sees the soul. He does not see the body. He sees the soul before the body. Therefore, he relates with everybody equally because he understands this is a spirit soul. It's a part and parcel of Krishna. Failure to understand this, we can go on and have seminar for unity, but with the diversity, no unity. Having a lot of seminar every day, have to unite. As you are having your seminar to unite, diversity without seminar is expanding. This is ignorance. A Mahanta, who is a highly advanced spiritual person, highly advanced soul, he does not see the way we see. We have seen so many. And intentionally, like there are so many Mahantas. Kolavesida, Mahanta. He does not see what is happening externally. People blaspheme him, criticize him, crucify him, but he does not see them. The only thing he sees is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he's always meditate. When you come, let us fight. So come for fight. Who want to have a friend who always fight with you? Huh? Who want to have a friend like that? Every day he will come to you. They will quarrel and fighting. Every day. That's what Chaitanya was doing with collaboration. They are cheating us. They cheated us. Because what we're celebrating, we don't see. We only see they are fighting, they are quarreling. They are celebrating their sweet Krishna consciousness together. Mahanta. People blaspheme him a lot, but they don't hear. We hear. When people talk bad about us, we hear. Is it not? Why do we hear? We are external. We are dealing with external nature. So we hear the external things. Those who are Mahanta, they don't hear, they don't see, because they are inside. Their ears, they don't have material ears, so they don't hear anything materially. They only hear something about Krishna, Krishna's devotional service, Krishna's devotees, their pastimes. When people travel to Vrindavan from Bengal, when they come back, all the devotees, they come together to do what? To hear the present activities of the 6 Goswamis. They all gather together. You just came with the news. They sit to hear. They have no interest to hear about the sports. And Bollywood. That doesn't exist for them. And you see, those who are engaged in Bollywood movies and things, they don't have peace. They simply suffer. They will not have taste for the holy name. They will not have taste for devotional service. They will not have taste for devotee association because they already have a contaminated taste association. They simply suffer. Not peaceful. But the Mahantas are what? Pasandas. They are peaceful. The peacefulness of a devotee is not because there are no disturbances. So, Bhagavad Gita said, a person who is qualified for liberation is one who is satisfied in the middle of what? Sama and Dukkha. Sukha and Dukkha. It's Sama, it's in the middle. It's equal to both. Happiness is okay, distress is okay. He is satisfied and happy in that situation, is eligible for liberation. A person who is simply one-sided is not qualified for liberation. Because if I'm very happy today because you have given me, you have facilitated my false ego. Tomorrow when will attack my false ego, I will be happy again? No, I will react negatively. My happiness will be gone. So, but the Gita location said, one who is equal to both is liberated. That is Prasanta Atma. Prasanta Atma Sudurudava. So what Swami said, this is Kanto Bhavat. Prasanta Atma Sudurulava. Among Koti Su Api Mahamuni. Among the millions of muktas and the cities, hardly you get one soul who is completely satisfied. But the Mahatma is satisfied. And we need a blessing of a Mahatma to become a Mahatma. We cannot become a Mahatma on our own strength. We need a blessing. That is why we have to render service in that association. They will bless us to become a Mahatma like them. That's the importance of association. The last line, and it is said, Vimanyava. We should not be hostile. The Mahanta is not hostile, and we should not be hostile. We should not be angry with anyone. We should not envy the Mahantas. We should serve them, but we should not envy them. We should not show anger to them. Because by doing like that, we will close the gate of liberation. Sadhava, qualified devotees without abominable character. Devotees have no abominable character. They are spotless. That's a devotee. So we are trying to be a devotee. We should try to be a devotee with diligence. Means we should examine ourselves every day, how our life conform with what the teacher is teaching. This way to measure where we are in our Christian consciousness. And it is very important for us to measure our Christian consciousness. Don't forget, Christian is not measurable. Devotional service is not measurable, but we are measurable. Therefore, we should measure how we are functioning, how we are existing in Christian consciousness. That is accountability. If we don't do that, we are floating. And a floating devotee cannot become successful in Christian consciousness. Floating devotee. Floating means we're just going with the current. We don't check what is happening. We don't check what is the quality of what our service, our association, that is floating. If we don't check it, it's floating. We should check, how am I a devotee? What is the quality of my devotional life? We should check that. It is very, very important for us to check. I'm doing devotional service every day. Is it a routine or it is dynamic activity? Routine means I'm just floating. I'm just going with it. Okay, it's a thing when I chant it, finish. And then what? Take prasadam. Yeah, I'm taking prasadam with so many offenses. Yes, yes. We do that. You take offenses talking over prasadam. What is that? It's an offense. No respect. But yeah, I'm honoring prasadam. That's not honoring. That is eating. That is eating, not honoring. Honoring means you have full respect. And that is how we will get purified. Not simply doing things. We should check how we are doing the things we're supposed to do. So check that. Very, very important. Vimanyava suhrida sadavo je. Suhrida, a well-wisher, is a well-wisher of all living entities, not some entities, of all living entities, all living entities, all species of life, very dear to a Mahatma, because he see them as how a responsible child sees the brothers and sisters. How does he see a responsible child? He sees them in connection with the parent, right? Yes, these are my brothers and sisters. Therefore, for me to be happy, for me to make my parent happy, it is how I'm taking care of my brothers and sisters. My parent will be very happy to see. And such devotee will become what? The representative of the parent. Because they are satisfied that when we hand over everything to him, he's going to distribute it appropriately and everybody will be very happy. It's called being responsible. Irresponsible person will not be given some responsibility. Responsibilities are given to a responsible person, a mature and experienced person who is a well-wisher of everyone. That's a Mahatma. Mahatma is a well-wisher. He has interest in taking care of every single soul. You see, this quality with the Srila Prabhupada, he traveled all over the world. What is his preaching? Srila Prabhupada, what is his preaching? All over the world he traveled. How did he preach? What did Prabhupada preaching? You are not this body. Is he not? He said it in India. He said it in the West. He said it in Africa. The same. Anywhere he went, the same thing he said. We are not this body. He didn't change it. He didn't change it. Wherever he went, he didn't change it. That is a consciousness. That's a mentality of a Mahatma. And that is also how you know something which is authentic, something which is absolute. Is checked by consistency. It is consistent. Does not change with time or space. Circumstances. Does not affect it. Absolute. That's absolute. We are not, this body cannot be changed. You're not going to change it tomorrow after saying, oh no, that was yesterday, so today we are the body. That will not change. Absolute. Does not change. It's consistent. We are spiritual, eternally part and parcel of Krishna, and we are meant to serve Krishna. It's absolute no, you cannot change it. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, eternally, and the supreme Father, the source of everything, material and spiritual. You cannot change it, it's absolute. Prabhupada said the same thing everywhere he went. The same thing. Oh, okay, these are low class people. They are not born in the Bharat Varasa. They cannot understand this way. Just forget them. Prabhupada didn't do that. You are not this body. You're spiritual. Oh, okay. So I'm not a body, I'm what? I'm a spirit soul. So what do I supposed to do? Service to Krishna, devotional service to Krishna. He engaged everyone in the service. As a Mahatma. It's a Mahatma. Once the Prabhupada visited the temple, he had just started, so many facilities are not there. But he visited. So the temple person, he put the SP in one bucket. This is the Prabhupada. So this bucket is for Prabhupada, so that it will not be misused. They know separate facilities yet. So sometimes devotees do like this. Our service is not devotional, mechanical. So what is the difference? The devotional service is inclusive. Devotional service means you check everything completely. You need this, you need this. Okay. You see, devotional service, you put it down. Service is not devotional. It is when I need something, I call it. Oh, Govinda Prabhu, I need water. Then you go and bring it. That is not devotional service. That is service. It is mechanical. So they were enough to the water they put for Prabhupada bucket is finished. And Prabhupada needed some water. So he carried the bucket. And one new devotee saw him, so he took the bucket from Prabhupada to go and see. As he was going, the president saw SP in this devotee's hand. He ran outside. Give me the bucket. Why are you taking the bucket? The devotee refused. This is my chance to serve Prabhupada. This is my chance. The president was struggling with him. So Prabhupada came in. What is that? Sister Prabhupada is not qualified to go and fetch water for you. So he's a low class person. He should not go and bring water. Prabhupada said, I came for low class people. Let him go and bring the water. Leave him. Let him go and bring the water. I didn't come for a low, high class person like you. I need low class. Let him go and bring the water. So the low class person won the battle. There is good in everything. There is good in everything if one is fortunate. Right? If one is fortunate, there is good in everything. The low class person will have better opportunity to get the mercy than the highly sophisticated person. The first figure will deprive us of getting the mercy. A low class person, ego is low. So you get chance to get the mercy. So Prabhupada demonstrated this quality of seeing, of being our well-wisher. The true well-wisher is a pure devotee. It is not just the philosophy, it's the qualities. So Prabhupada demonstrated, he showed it. And because of that, all living entities has opportunity to serve Lord Krishna. So this teaching of Lord Sadhdev is very, very powerful, very great. We take advantage of this slok, we will get pure love of God. Hare Krishna. Any comment or question? Is there a comment or question? Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Hmm. Yes. what you should look at, based on your question, is what is making us not appreciate senior devotees. It is ignorance. It is not that every devotee in Krishna consciousness have a full realization of this, our scripture, our philosophy. It is not like that. And we can see that through our activities, how we respond to different situations. Like what you're saying. Why we behave like that? Because you don't know. It's ignorance. Speaking philosophy today may not work as much. Because ignorance is very thick. When one is free from that, we have a better understanding about every situation. So they will do better after a long time. After a long time. Because the ignorance has to go first. And Srila Prabhupada has promoted every devotee to goodness. Every devotee in Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada promoted us wherever we have been to goodness, the platform of goodness, to start our Krishna consciousness. Many of us are expanding that mode of goodness, but majority are not expanding that goodness. How? If a devotee misuses the time of goodness, what's the time of goodness in the day? What's the time of goodness? In the morning. So if a devotee does not utilize that time for chanting japa to hear the scripture, and our japa is till afternoon or till night, is that expanding goodness? No. Many devotees have this problem. You're not expanding the goodness. We're supposed to wake up early in the morning, right? So when a devotee does not wake up by waking 5 o'clock, waking 7 o'clock, is that expanding goodness? No. And we are doing that in a movement, not outside. So how will such devotee appreciate what Krishna has made available? That an advanced devotee has come with blessing, which is an opportunity for us to take shelter and do some services, we hear and get purified, or to hear and increase our faith in Krishna. We abandon those people and hear from people who will expand our ignorance. That's ignorance. They have to wait to get it free before they can appreciate Krishna consciousness. We should hear, we should make an endeavor to hear. Srila Prabhupada said, that of instruction, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness is established to give chance for us to hear. And in one lecture he gave, it's in London. London. Just come and sit down here and hear, that's all. Just sit down and hear. If you hear from the right source, we will get liberated. So if we don't make effort to hear, then we will have Prabhupada say what can be done. He has given the opportunity, he created a society for us to hear, and he gave what we should hear, the Bhagavatam, you see all the scriptures he has given. He also gave the person to speak it for us to hear, and we're not interested. What can be done? Wait a lot of effort. So they should wait and get purified somehow or other then they can take the Krishna consciousness seriously. They can appreciate Krishna consciousness. As the mode of ignorance disappear, that is how also our attraction to Krishna will increase. Therefore, it is necessary for us to follow all the process Prabhupada has given to us. Then, even if you don't like it, that's okay from the beginning. It will not be wonderful. But if you continue to persist, to practice, eventually, the fire of Bhakti will remove all the unnecessary things and leave us with necessary things. All right? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.